Hi, I'm Victoria Matthews Patel, and I wanted to introduce you to breathing space. Breathing space is something that I have been thinking about for a few months now, and it is a space that will evolve and grow, but it is a space for neurodivergent women who are navigating separation and divorce. And why have I created this space? Well, firstly, I'm a neurodivergent woman. I am self-discovered, self-diagnosed ADHD. I'm 55 now, self-discovered at 51. So have, in the last 4 years, been exploring life again with the blinkers off. And I am now technically separated, having to live together but separately with my ex, which is not in any way, shape or form ideal or to be recommended, but is a necessity, and as I think it is for a lot of people. And I guess we all navigate that differently. But as I have gone through these 9 months since the decision was made to separate, I have been really struggling. There are days when I am absolutely forward focused. Everything's going to be okay. I mean, this is going to be brilliant once I'm out of it. But I'm in it. And I'm still in it 9 months later. In my head, I was going to be somewhere else now. And my house would have sold and I would have moved on by now. That isn't the reality. And what I've discovered in those 9 months is just how hard it is for other people to be with me in the intensity of my emotions. I feel things deeply, intensely. I have to talk about things a lot. I have to talk about things again and again and again because I'm trying to make sense of it. And on top of that, I am dealing with a lot of life stuff that I don't know a lot about. And life admin is not my favourite thing. So having to learn about financial separation and the legality of divorce, and to think about pensions and my financial future, on top of working out my new identity. Having discovered 4 years ago that I'm ADHD, I'm now having to get my head around, I'm going into the world as a divorced, single again woman. And that's very exciting in ways, but it's also fucking terrifying too. And all the things in between. Apologies if you don't like swearing. I have sworn a lot in the last 9 months. But it's been really hard to find a place where I can be, where people get it, they get the intensity of it, they get the overwhelm of it, they get the turmoil of it, the turbulence of it, because it's a blooming emotional roller coaster. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I haven't had a single normal day in 9 months. I have had to deal with so much stuff in 9 months. Moving house is stressful on its own. Add in separation, divorce, processing a marriage, realising the reality of a marriage, having to coexist with that person while you are processing all the stuff that wasn't okay, dealing with general everyday life, and the fact that your neurodivergence just seems to be amplified during all of this. And just wanting to be heard in my emotional intensity. not to be told to feel something different, not to be told to feel another way, not to be told it's all going to be positive in the end. I'm not there yet, I'm here. I want someone who can hear me now. And in my 7 years of trauma healing, I had a breakdown 7 years ago. Break down, break open, break apart, break through, whatever the terminology that feels right at the time. I know I'm going to be okay when I get out the other end. I know I am. I've done a lot of work, a lot of trauma healing work. And I know that this is the right thing. And I know that I'm going to be okay. I do. I honestly believe I'm going to be okay in many different aspects. And I know that independence is what I want and need, but I'm not there. And I've had 9 months of not being there. And yes, I will thrive after this, but it's now, it's the now. Who's there for us now? And that's why I've created Breathing Space in lots of words. I come with lots of words. That's why I've created it. Because though I'm not the only neurodivergent woman, late discovered woman who is going through this, and who is possibly feeling isolated and lonely, and that the intensity of their emotions is too much for people, or struggling with the intensity of my own emotions. I'm not the only one out there. And although my default will be, has always been, to isolate, to hide myself as much as possible, I know that's not the way forward. I know through my trauma healing and my trauma training that we heal in community, in connection with others. Hence, Breathing Space. I hope if you are going through separation and divorce, this feels like something that might just give you a little bit of light, a little bit of hope. Because when we are in connection with like-minded women who get each other, who are going through something similar, all our experiences are different. You know, we're going through separation, working our way to divorce, but our pathway to that is different. Our experiences leading up to it are different. But we are in this, and we are like-minded, and we get each other. And late discovered, and it doesn't have to be late discovered, neurodivergent women get each other. We don't have to explain it. We don't have to justify the number of times at which we need to talk things through. We don't need to justify how deeply we feel things. We get each other. So I want to bring us together. Under no pressure. I know this is an overwhelming situation, and one extra thing can be too much. But I'm hoping that Breathing Space will bring you that, a little space to breathe away from all of the stuff that's going on around you, a space for you to be with other women who are going through this too. And we can be a container for each other. And when one is struggling, another one can lift us. When we are struggling, someone can lift us. And I am not just a woman going through this. I am a trauma-informed coach. I already work with neurodivergent and highly sensitive women on relational issues and processing like endings of relationships, you know, including ending of friendships, estrangement, separation and divorce. So I bring that trauma-informed insight and experience to this space. And I hope it brings you a little bit of comfort. And I hope you will join us. At the moment, I've launched on Instagram. It's a very soft and gentle launch just to get people together, because I want to know what will work for you. I want to know what you want and need. And what come of it may be paid group circles or possibly an online community. But I want to explore and I want to see how it evolves. But ultimately, I want you to know that you are not alone in going through this. It can feel very lonely and very isolating. And I don't want that for you. I want you to know that there are others out there who are rooting for you and want to get you through this. This is not a space for legal or financial support. There's lots of that out there. It's not a space for you're going to thrive beyond it. And we will talk about thriving beyond it. But it's about now. It's about what you're going through now and that depth and that intensity. Yeah. I hope you will join me, and feel free to just observe for now. It's just an Instagram account for now, where I will share insights and well-being tips and how I'm getting on. Because sometimes if we hear it from someone else, it makes us feel less alone. So feel free just to watch and observe for a bit. But I will put polls into the account. I will put questions in there because I'd love to hear from you as to what might help you. Okay. Take care.